I would do a what I eat in a day today, and it is just kind of an average day. Well, actually it's kind of not, because today is actually Sunday, so this is going to be a little delayed, but not too bad. And Nate is at work, his kiddo is at the grandparents, so it is just me, which is not technically an average day, but so this is my little day of rest. So Lifetime movies, lounging on the couch, good stuff. So I thought though that I would do a what I eat in a day, semi-average day. And I have not eaten anything yet. I did sleep in a little bit more than I normally would. And it is actually pushing like noon right now. And I just haven't really been hungry. I did have a cup of coffee, but that is all. So what I want to start with though, because this is something that I did mention on my last vlog, I'm going to make my big jug of water. And I've been really good about drinking a ton of water, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that a little bit and my mindset and what my thoughts are of why I'm doing that. I'm already in my PJs. I may be in them all day. Comfy. So here is my jug that I still have a little tiny bit left from yesterday, so I'm going to rinse this out. I have some lemon and cucumber in it from before. If you watched my last vlog, I had mentioned to you that I was having this big jug of water with lemon and now cucumber a little bit. But I also mentioned to you that my tongue has kind of been hurting because I think the lemon. So today I'm going to do it a little bit differently, and I'm going to put some frozen fruit in it just to change it up. It's still water, still good. I'm going to get that hydration, but I'm going to cool it on the lemons for today because I'm feeling it. So I'm going to fill this with water. All right, so I got my jug of water, and I just have like not too much left, but a little bit of this mixed frozen fruit. I'm going to put that in there. And it just gives it a little flavor, you know. And then I also have some of this frozen coconut that I'm going to put in there. Good stuff. So last night, again, a little delayed when you're seeing this, I actually posted on Instagram a poll of, do you guys prefer what I eat in a day where it's just the food only, that's all I show, not really this type of style, just the dishes, or do you like this style, kickback kind of vlog style? And majority of you did say like the vlog style. So I thought I would do today though, because there was still a good handful that likes just the food, I would do a little bit of both. We'll start this kind of a vlog style, and then I might show you some of the meals later that it's just strictly showing you the food. And then as we go forward, of course, I will have a variety of different kinds, but I like to get a good sense of what you guys prefer because it really doesn't make a difference to me. Sometimes I will say this style can be a bit tougher for me just based on noise if my kiddo's home, outside noise of animals, but I will do my best to have a good mix. So follow me on Instagram if you have not already, and I'm going to really try to kind of be more interactive with you guys that way before I film to get your feedback of what you prefer. So filling up my little mason jar here of water, and I basically just fill this all day long, and it's great. And I used to be someone that really likes ice cold drinks. And lately, now that I've been doing this more and more, I am really enjoying it just like room temperature or just slightly chilled. So good. But I thought this morning for breakfast / brunch, lunch, we'll see what happens the rest of the day, but since it is a little bit later, I would make a cereal bowl. That just sounds really good, something kind of small. I'm not starving, but a little something to get me going. So I'm going to do some apples, banana. We'll see what else I can find. Fruit right now is a little bit hard to get, a fresh kind. It's kind of out of season right now, so we'll see what I can come up with. All right, so I have a banana, a Honeycrisp apple, my favorite, and I have some almonds, some granola, and I'll probably put a little cinnamon. Let me get that so I don't forget. So I thought I would give you a little update of where my mind is at going into this new year and why I've been incorporating even this amount of water into my diet. You know, this last year has been definitely up and down, whether we're talking about health, weight, a lot of hardships this past year. If you've been following me a while, you know what I'm talking about. Just some loss that's been really hard in the family. And So I'm just slicing this up. I've also found that I am someone, and this goes for a lot of things, that when you tell me I can't have something, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, what happens? I want it more. And don't tell me I can't do something, right? So I feel like that's kind of been what it's been too for food and my choices and, you know, trying to be perfect with how I eat and the healthy side of it all. And as much as that's like my goal and what I want to do, my personality doesn't mesh well with that all the time, if I'm explaining this right. So I'm changing my mindset a bit. When we think of dieting, whatever that looks like, whether it's for true weight loss or just in general our diet of how we eat, most of the time, especially if you're talking about weight loss, what happens? In your mind, you tell yourself that I can no longer have something, whether it's being low carb or no carb. And by the way, the keto diet thing going around, don't get me wrong, I see a lot of great success on people and power to them. That is intense. Whole side story there. But what I feel like happens though with diets that are really restrictive, it's all about what you can't have. And I feel like, again, that's just kind of puts you in a spot of not being successful when you have that personality of you want what you can't have or what you shouldn't have. And maybe people can relate to this, maybe some don't. But I think that for me, that's been my problem, is like I'll do really good and then I crash, you know, of like, oh, I'm over it and I want this. And then what happens? You like binge on it, right? And even though I'm still eating vegan, I eat a lot of crap, or I eat just because I'm bored or because it's there and it tastes good, not because I'm truly hungry. So I'm going to change all this in my mind and I'm not going to restrict myself of I can't have something. And again, staying within a vegan, that just kind of goes without saying at this point in our lives, but if I want it, I'm going to have it. However, I'm going to start adding to my diet. That's my goal. I'm going to add. And what's going to happen, and what I'm already seeing happening for myself, is by doing that, it's pushing away a lot of those bad things or those things that you didn't really need or really want after all. Hopefully this makes sense. And for me, by drinking that amount of water a day already, and it's only been just over a week, I feel like my cravings for a lot of this bad stuff is really depleted. It really has. I'll put a little bit of this peanut butter granola, just a little bit, and a little bit of sliced almonds. Good stuff. And you know what? It's really not that hard. And I don't feel like, oh, well, I can't eat that. I can't have something. What's happening is I'm just not wanting it anymore. Not gonna say that this will always be that way, or it's never gonna happen where I have a craving or I have something bad, but this is working. And so that's kind of my goal this year, that's one of my little resolutions, if you want to call it that, of really, I want to drink a substantial amount of water a day. And I'm going to start incorporating other things I have in mind too, but I'm going to just start with that. I'm going to change nothing else on my own accord. It's changing already without me deciding that, but that's my focus. I'm going to add water to my diet, and a good amount of it. And we'll see what happens. And already, like I said, I'm already feeling a lot different and a lot better. And I don't eat as much in general, and I'm craving healthier things, all because of that. So I challenge you, if you can relate to this in any way, to do the same thing. Don't change anything else yet. Just do that. Just add water and see what happens. Just see what happens. Give yourself a full week of it. I'm someone that likes an occasional soda, like diet soda. I know that's bad, but that's just how I've always been. And not that I can't have it, but literally, guys, I've had like one glass of it in this past week. That's it. And maybe that's a lot to some people or not, but for me, that's very, very little. And again, it's because I'm just craving water and healthier things. Pretty cool. So, you know, again, in a few weeks to come, I may change up something else where I'm gonna add something else to my diet, but I'm gonna just focus on this for now. I'm gonna get some milk. This is just some unsweetened almond milk. Yum. So I got myself my cereal. If you've never had this before, it's so simple and so satisfying. Let's get a big bite here. So you may see in the background there a bunch of cans. I'm planning to prep a big thing of chili to have today and to have throughout the rest of the week. Multiple different ways we can eat it, with different things, I mean. And so I thought I would definitely share that with you guys later today. And what else? I don't know what else. That was my only plan today. And so I'll definitely share that with you guys. So I will check in with you guys when I eat next. But in the meantime, I'm gonna munch on this and then have water. So it is about 2 to 3 hours later, and I am getting a little bit hungry, and so I think I'm gonna technically have a good late lunch. And I'm actually gonna try out this rice cauliflower stir fry, which is from Trader Joe's. It looks really good on the package, and a friend of mine actually recently purchased this and was like, you gotta try this. So I cut it open. It's just frozen. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. So I'm gonna probably have like half of this bag. And just to show you guys, technically in here, it says about 4.5 servings per container. So I'm gonna do about half, which is just gonna be barely over really 100 calories. And that should tide me over till I make a big old thing of chili. So I thought I'd show you guys. So here's what it's starting to look like. And I can't lie, it actually looks really, really good. Still waiting for that to break up. And I may add a little bit of soy sauce to it, but like a very little bit, just to kind of go with that fried rice idea. So yeah, I have some of this Tamari Light, 50% less sodium. Tamari is basically a gluten-free soy sauce, like it says. Tastes very, very similar, but it is a gluten-free option. Now, I don't personally eat gluten-free like as a must, like I have to, but I do like to find things sometimes to show you guys because that are gluten-free, because I know a lot of you do. So sometimes I end up with things in my fridge and pantry that I don't mind eating, but it's not that I have to, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit. Really good, guys. Let's give it a taste. Let's see what we think. Let's see. That's not bad. Oh yeah, this really actually has like a true fried rice flavor. That ain't bad. Good enough for me.